you know there was a hill climb race in the middle of London? Well, there is.
It's called the Urban Hill Climb and we're going to go and ride it. But we didn't bring any bikes.
That's why we're here at Decathlon's flagship store. They're also sponsoring this video. Ta-da! Beautiful!
Right, so Francis, I've entered us into 2 bike races. One which you would expect. You're going to be back on the RCR Pro, or we're both going to be on the RCR Pro for the road bike race. And also, check this out, the folding bike category.
Why don't you ride this instead? Because it's your size. Super light.
Thank you. Doing this for outdoor. It might work.
Whoa, the weirdest shuttlecock ever.
Thank you. We've got 2 races to do tomorrow, so we need a decider. We're going to do the decider right now. Who's better at badminton? Have you ever played badminton?
No.
Me neither.
We're surprisingly good at badminton. So the road bike we're riding is a Van Rysel RCR Pro in matte black. It's a size extra small, Zip 404 Firecrest, Michelin Power Cup tyres, Dada Super Zero handlebars, these are size 38, Van Rysel and Dada 80mm stem. SRAM Force axis, Physique Antares saddle, Garmin 130 Plus and Garmin Rally pedals that we've added ourselves. The folding bike is a folding 1 second because apparently it takes 1 second to unfold. Aluminium frame, 16-inch wheels, 12 marathon races, saw a 9-speed group set, and it's only 35 centimeters wide when folded. It was at this point we unknowingly had our first disaster of the day. Our main camera just stopped recording audio.
So now we're here to actually work out what happened at the Urban Hill Climb. Roll a VT.
VT?
Yeah, videotape.
Oh.
That didn't do anything.
Here's a bit where we were on our way to the hill climb. We got lost, but we did see lots of other cyclists, so we presumed they were doing the hill climb.
We actually followed someone most of the way. Fortunately, they were also going there.
Fortunately, they didn't know we were following them. Thankfully, we made it, signed on, and then walked the climb. The Urban Hill Climb is an individual time trial from the bottom of Swains Lane to the top of Swains Lane. The person with the fastest time wins. There's a few different categories. You've got a road bike category, a folding bike category, a cargo bike category, an e-cargo bike category, and I think that's it.
Oh, this was me correcting you at the moment.
Because I got it completely wrong.
You got it great this time though, well
Thank
done.
you.
Yeah, you've been practicing.
Once.
Come on! Almost there! Come on! Come on! Jenny Edwards! Go Jenny! Go Jenny!
This guy in the red shirt is Simon from London Cycling Campaign. They're a charity who are the organisers of Urban Hill Climb. Their aim is that 1 in 10 of all London's journeys are cycled by 2030. Safe cycle infrastructure is key to achieving this, so they're constantly putting pressure on the powers that be to deploy more protected cycle lanes, low traffic neighbourhoods and safer junctions. They also did a sterling job organising this year's Urban Hill Climb. So thanks Simon for being on camera. He has such a nice voice. It's a shame we'll never hear it.
Almost there! Almost there!
The event brought out all sorts of people on a variety of different bikes. This is my mate Matt. He was carrying both of his daughters from the bottom of the hill to the top. And this squishy plushie.
Squishy plushie? Is that what you call toys? The cargo bike category, there's 2 of them. There's the non-e-bike version, which you have to carry a 35 kilo load. And then there's the e-bike version where you have to carry a 70 kilo load. And we were at the bottom waiting to do our folding bike section. We saw this last from Pedal Me and it just made sense to stick Francis in the cargo bike. You weigh about 70 kilos, probably more like 75 with the camera and all your equipment. So it just made sense.
Not only was it fantastically fun and a great way to get to the top of the hill because I needed to be there, but we also won the category.
I don't think you can claim the win. You were the cargo. You were just the cargo.
It's a team effort. Jim.
Is this why you were looking for the podium at the end?
Thanks, Sandy, for the lift to the top. I got to the top of the hill and Jimmy was there, looking worse for wear.
I was literally just riding it leisurely, and it just all of a sudden
Oxygen's gone. Are we like 4,000 meters above sea level or something? Where's the air?
Your whole face has gone pale.
Then it was my go on the folding bike, and at the start line, I found out how easy it was to wheelie.
It was surprisingly hard to run with a camera in cleats on a cobbly pavement. I'm surprised they didn't deck it, to be honest.
It was surprisingly hard to get aero on a folding bike as well. You can run faster than this! I'm so gassed. We are right round the corner from the top of the climb. Go on! Almost halfway! Almost halfway!
Next up is round 2, which is the road bike category. I was massively relieved to be on a road bike. The RCR Pro was delicious in comparison to riding it on a folding bike. Courtesy of the folding bike race, my lungs were legitimately hurting at this point. So I was just like, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna have a jolly. I'm gonna wave at people.
I remember this bit. It was one of the fastest race starts I've ever seen from you.
Good.
Incredible.
This is Lou Vardaman. She is one of the internationals that campaigned for a women's Tour de France, so the Tour de Femmes. At the Tour de Femmes this year, for some reason this pink suit was born, and that is now her new alter ego. And there was a burger involved. I'm too scared to ask, but she was on the side of a climb at the Tour de Femmes with an actual cheeseburger and handed it to Alison Jackson, who then rode the climb with a cheeseburger. I don't know what it is, but ultimately Lou shows up, and now she's got
burgers happen.
Plushy ones.
This is our mate Harry. He is the reigning champion of urban hill climb. Jimmy interviewed him. He's a man of few words.
Are you going to win this year?
Yes. There was a massive noise from the crowd as two people in a cargo bike were handing out free stuff. We had no idea what the free stuff was, but we wanted it. They threw it at us, we caught some, and we thought it was a tote bag. Turns out it wasn't a tote bag, it was an apron?
From like Ruler Classic staff. So from one of the event aprons. It was very odd. The bag would have been quite useful though, to be honest.
Yeah, we needed to carry stuff.
Yeah, there was lots of stuff to carry. Would have been good, so.
Burgers. This is where the second disaster of the day happened. I'm not sure if you can tell from this clip, but my lips are slightly blue. The colour had drained from my face, and I wasn't feeling very good. In fact, I don't remember talking to you. As I had noticed at the bottom of the climb, the folding bike was extremely easy to pull wheelies on. So I did some wheelies as a celebration when I got to the top of the hill. Unfortunately, it was too easy to wheelie. I fell off the bike backwards and I hit my ass so hard. I couldn't make words anymore and I felt sick. I also managed to hit my elbow, which has got metalwork inside already and I've broken, and my broken wrist from a couple of years ago.
You also ate both of the crispy squares. One of them was meant to be for me.
How does victory feel?
Pretty good, pretty good. He fancies himself as an elite bike racer, long time retired, taken down by fully retired Jimmy Nichols, courtesy of his stupidity.
My friend Ollie Jones turned up and I asked him, why aren't you racing? He said, because look at the faces of the people that are racing. Why would you want to do that? Ollie would argue it's more fun standing by the side of the road shouting at people. Harry took his turn up the hill. He was absolutely rapid, so fast, even at the top that he nearly ran over the organisers. We were trying to work out at the top of the hill whether he had retained his title. Turns out he did, by 4 seconds. Excellent win, Harry. Turns out spending a week on a beach drinking beers is how you prepare for these events.
He was very happy with his aero gains. He had just shaved his head and decided to rub it on mine. Boris Johnson then showed up on one of his infamous Boris bikes. I don't think he won or came second. He definitely didn't win because Harry won.
And this leads us on to the third disaster of the day. Henry from Decathlon took our bikes away, leaving us stranded on Swains Lane in cleats and lycra and helmets, but with no way to get home. So we booked an Uber, which took over an hour to come.
We probably should have gone to the pub, really, shouldn't we? Oh, you were unwell. That was why we didn't.
That was a lot of fun to make. Despite the challenges, Urban Hill Climb is a fantastic event. When it runs next year, get yourself down to Swains Lane. Enter any of the categories if you want to. I promise it is fun, despite the pain.
Well, I had a good time. You just got to go slow.
Huge thanks to Decathlon and Van Rysel for sponsoring this video, and I'm sad that I didn't get to ride the RCR Pro, to be honest.
Let us know in the comments down below, what is the craziest, weirdest, obscure bike that you would be willing to ride up a hill climb?
Like, subscribe. See you guys soon.
Are you okay now, Francis?